Hello everyone, greetings of the day. This is Komal Mathur, a legal intern at Lexis & Company. I'm glad to have this opportunity to intern with Lexis & Company, which has given me this chance to present this video in front of you all. So the purpose or topic of today's video is salient features of our Indian Constitution. So let us start. First of all, I'll tell you all the salient features of Indian Constitution in short, and then I'll explain some of them in detail, only the important ones. So let us start. So the salient features of Indian Constitution are lengthiest constitution in the world, sovereignty resides in the people, parliamentary form of government, unique blend of rigidity and flexibility, fundamental rights granted, directive principles of the state policy, quasi-federal in nature, adult suffrage, independence of judiciary, judicial review, fundamental duties, sovereign, democratic, republic, secular, single citizenship, uniformity in basic administration, judicial review and parliament sovereignty, lawyers paradise, revolutionary and uniformity in basic administration, single citizenship. So these are all our salient features of the Indian Constitution. So let us understand some of these in detail. So first of all, what is parliamentary form of government? Constitution of India establishes parliamentary form of government both at the center and states. In a parliamentary form of government, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers are responsible for all the actions through government, particularly to the lower houses, that is Lok Sabha. The parliament keep control on the executives by various means, that is by asking questions, by no confidence motion, etc. Also in parliamentary system there are two types of head, one is nominal and one is real. In India, president is nominal head and the prime minister is real head. Now fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are granted by the constitution to all its citizens through part 3 of the constitution. Fundamental rights guarantees rights of equality, right to freedom, freedom of religion, right against exploitation, educational and cultural rights, right to constitutional remedies, etc. One can approach Supreme Court directly in case of violation of fundamental rights. There are certain restrictions on fundamental rights in the interest of public order, the sovereignty, integrity of India, public decency and morality. Quasi-federal in nature. The nature of Indian state is federal in the sense that the powers are distributed between the union and the state. But in times of emergency, government assumes a unitary character. Adult suffrage. All adult citizens above 18 years of age are given right to vote. There is no separate electorates for people belonging to different communities. Thus, in India there is a universal adult franchise without communal representation. Independence of judiciary. The constitution has made judiciary independent from the legislature and executive. Judges are free from the interference of other organs of the government so that judges can give judgment without fear and favor. Indian judiciary is independent as per the norms of separation of power. The features that goes with independence of judiciary are direct appointment by president, given decent salaries and perks. Judges cannot be removed simply by executive, etc. Fundamental duties. Fundamental duties are incorporated in the Constitution through 42nd Amendment. A set of 10 duties are incorporated as fundamental duties under Article 51. Sovereignty. India is a free and independent country. India is no more under the domination of any foreign country and any external force cannot influence its decision. India is a member of Commonwealth nation, but its membership does not affect the sovereignty of India. Democracy. India has a representative and responsible government. Democracy has been introduced with a view to realize political, economic and social democracy. India is a secular state. It means the state gives equal protection to all the religions, does not uphold any particular religion as a state religion. Freedom of religion is guaranteed in the constitution and equal respect for all the religions. Single citizenship. The Constitution of India confers single citizenship and this helps in creating feeling of oneness. Now, lawyers' paradise. The Constitution of India is very complex for the common man to understand. The complexity gives rise to litigation and constitutional amendments. Lawyers gain importance from this. Last and very important feature of our constitution is judicial review and parliamentary sovereignty compromised. The Constitution of USA recognized judicial supremacy. The British system recognizes parliamentary sovereignty, that is, a court cannot declare any law of parliament as cancelled on any ground. The Constitution of India compromises between the two. It empowers the judiciary the power of declaring any law as null and void if it violates a basic framework of the Constitution, but the judiciary does not have the power of judicial review over the wisdom of any legislative policy, that is, important question of public policy are to be decided on the floor of House. Constitution gives the legislature the power to amend the Constitution without destroying the basic structure. The Constitution of India is one of the most remarkable constitutions in the world. It is a confluence of East and the West. With all these features, the Indian Constitution is a constitution best suited to the Indian environment. Constitution has been helping India to organize and run her government and administration in an effective way, both in times of peace and war. The basic structure of the Constitution, that is its most fundamental features, can be described as preamble, fundamental rights, directive principles, secularism, federalism, republicanism, independence of judiciary, rule of law, and a liberal democracy. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.